What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be doing some different technical analysis. We're going to be doing XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500 like usual. But I also would like to chart Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1. For most people, they probably have just heard of QQQ. It's a good representation of the overall tech market that we're currently in. Obviously everything in the stock market's pretty much influenced by tech, but I'm taking out all the other companies and just specifically looking at tech for the most part. And I do think it's a good indicator. And the reason I'm looking at this is because I'm on the fence about whether or not to be buying in now or waiting it out a little bit longer, because either A, we're at the bottom, or B, the bottom's coming very, very, very soon. And that's what we have to talk about in today's video, these cryptos. You can see QQQ pulled up here. We're going to talk about this stock here. We're going to do some stock charting as well as looking at the major cryptos, which have pretty much all stagnated and are waiting for some sort of movement. You're going to be zooming in a little bit closer on these cryptos. There might be some sort of flag forming here in the short term that we have to check out. With that all being said, if you guys are interested, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive right into today's episode. So first things first, I want to start with the major cryptos. You can see here, top global crypto, we're over $1 trillion, but you can see for the most part, we've pretty much consolidated out, if not actually correcting back down. Most of the cryptos are pretty much just kind of floating right now for the most part here. XRP trading at number 6, Doge at 8. We have Shiba up 14% for the week, up at number 13 here. But most of the major cryptos like Bitcoin, the big market movers, Ethereum, BNB have not really seen much movement besides BNB for the next couple of days here, or for the past couple of days here. But what I really want to look at is these major cryptos. So we've discovered over the past couple of days now that there is some sort of pennant flag forming here on XRP. It's some sort of bull flag, whatever it is. We have the bullish run up. We have a descending triangle forming here, and these could typically break bullish here, which is exciting. And there's a good chance that as we fill in this gap here, a decision is going to have to be made, and it's either going to break us bullish or bearish here. These typically are bullish bias, so we are looking for a run to the upside here. However, there's a lot of uncertainty with these other cryptocurrencies that are kind of insinuating the possibility of seeing a correction to the downside, and that's really important that we take those into consideration here. And with that being said, I don't like to trade inside these descending triangles on XRP. I just think it's very risky. Obviously, feel free to take advantage of that if you want, but I think it's very risky. I'm not going to trade on it until we get confirmation. Now, we are posting new trades on Patreon for those that want to be a little more risk adverse here, a little bit more of an aggressive style of trade. It's up to you. Patreon is linked down in the description. It's where I post all our trades. My friend and I post our trades there, and we go over them prior to posting and make sure we're on the same page, and then we send them up. So definitely make sure to check that out if you're interested. Now, moving forward here, looking at XRP, you can see here we don't have much time left. This ends right at about the end of this week, maybe into next week, right around the 10th of November here, which is interesting because there was a comment saying that maybe the XRP SEC lawsuit's going to settle by next week, 2 weeks from now, which we'll see, because I don't know if that's actually accurate there. But regardless, it would be funny timing that this ends the major descending triangle here. Regardless, the easiest way to capitalize off a movement like this is we know right around the time to be paying attention, to set ourselves up, to prepare ourselves for this XRP run. What we're looking for is confirmation on the daily charts of a closure above 46 cents. We closed at 47 cents. We know to buy long, expecting to see a pretty substantial run up to 60, maybe even higher, maybe even up to 92 cents here, but ideally up to 60 to 70 cents. Now, on the other hand, if we close below our bottom support, which you can see we've retested numerous times here, numerous times we've wicked below it, and you can see we end up actually closing above, which is very good, which means this is a very solid bullish price floor here. However, if we break through this price floor, I expect to see us drop potentially down to 33 cents, 34 cents here. So there are two variables at play here, but the best part is it's not going to be one day bullish run. We're not going to see one day explode us up like this. We'll see one day break us up because there'll be a lot of back and forth between the bulls and the bears. It'll close us ever so slightly above the resistance or the support here, and that will give us enough time to buy in and long or short in those positions. Obviously doing so on Bityard, the number one cryptocurrency exchange that I like to use here on the channel. You can buy crypto, you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Chainlink, all the major cryptocurrencies. Like I said, XRP, which isn't offered on many exchanges. You can buy long, you can sell short, you can leverage, you can set up stop losses. Best part is they even offer a demo account, and even better than that, they even offer a way to get free crypto if you sign up down below. Click mystery box and then get free crypto, which is awesome. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me, where do you get the demo account? Well, if you click derivatives, literally just tap derivatives or click on CFDs, and you can click any of these or just click CFDs. That'll populate this page here where you can then go to demo account. Now, moving forward from XRP, looking at these other cryptos, we're starting to see some interesting formations here on Ethereum, and I think there's a chance we could potentially see some sort of uptrend, descending triangle, flag, something along those lines. If we start to, draw indicators here, you can start to see there's potentially formation, which ends right at about tomorrow, surprisingly, of these major kind of pennant flag formations here. This isn't similar to XRP, with XRP having a descending triangle on the daily. Ethereum's forming some sort of flag on its 4-hour here, and we should come to a decision fairly soon, and it's going to be, once again, hit or miss. So aggressive traders, if we can break through top resistance at 1600, we know to buy in long on the 4-hour, and if we close below our uptrend here beautifully, then we know to buy in and short to the downside on Ethereum. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. There's probably also an indicator forming here on the 4-hour. Let's zoom in. Yes, we can see that clear as day too. There's clearly an uptrend that we can just map on. And then the downtrend is a little bit more difficult. I don't think it's going to be something like this. I'm just going to extend this up here. Is that the same thing on here? No, there's a pretty clear downtrend there. But I'm also going to just draw this downtrend right here. Say maybe that this is the downtrend on Bitcoin and not counter it out, because that also ends tomorrow or the end of today before we get a result here. So there's a chance that we could also be breaking bullish or bearish. Again, I wouldn't buy in. Even if we see Bitcoin break on the 4-hour above here, I wouldn't buy in until we're comfortably above, I'd say 21,000. We close above 21,000, that's enough to leverage. But if we close immediately below our uptrend here, that's enough to short. Now, moving forward into the major, stock plays here, the stock analysis here, you can see we're at an interesting point on the S&P 500, which almost interlays with QQQ very much so. You can see there's a major, ascending fractal here, and we broke bullish in 2020 outside of the fractal, and here we are back below it, and we retested a bottom support that was when we originally broke. Same thing goes with QQQ. There's a beautiful ascending fractal starting in 08 and 09, and now you can see there's a major correction here. When did we break? We broke at the same time that we broke above in 2020. 2020 broke us bullish here. We retested bottom support. Let me just draw this in right here, and you can see that we managed to rally back up. Once we broke, that's where support is currently. So we're in interesting positions on both QQQ and the S&P 500. Reason being is we're at a point now where we're either going to get rejected, and I'm just going to zoom in now off the daily here. You can see we're either going to get rejected off the price ceiling, which is resistance, where we have the triple top, we had a triple bottom, and this is neckline. You can see it here. Triple bottom, 1, 2, 3. Here's neckline, broke neckline, bullish run. You can see we haven't done that yet. There's a chance we could form a double bottom. There's a chance we could form a triple bottom. Who knows what we could expect here? Ideally, this would be the double bottom, or and then potentially a triple bottom, because we went up into it. We didn't fall into it. We broke bullish inside. So this is a triple bottom. This could be a double top formation, which could break us down. Who knows? Regardless, we're retesting this major moving average, major price ceiling, and it's causing a lot of resistance, as you can see here. If this breaks us down, there's a good chance it's going to pull things like Bitcoin lower. It's going to pull things like Ethereum lower. And sorry, these symmetrical triangles on Bitcoin and Ethereum do have a bearish tendency to correct lower here. Now, the reason it's interesting is I have money that I just moved into my accounts, and I'm ready to buy QQQ, but things are looking a little interesting here as well. You can see we're battling out supports. We look pretty good on the weekly. Let's jump to the daily. You can see the daily is getting close to retesting its top. But ideally, we are moving back down. We retested the support here. And I want to show you guys on the weekly something. You can see every single time QQQ has become near oversold, we tend to have a bullish rally. And I'm going to bring us back many years from now. Let's reference. This is the only actual time that we became extremely oversold, was in 09. And we're not seeing something as detrimental as 09 here. It is pretty bad, but it's not like that. We're not becoming extremely oversold. So when you look at it, you can see here was a bottom, and the bottom was at the bottom support, retesting moving average. We rallied up. You can see again, bottom support, low on the bottom of this uptrend here, rallied up. Every single time we've been low or near retesting oversold, we saw a substantial run afterwards here. It wasn't consolidation. Nope. It was a bullish run. 2018, we retested bottom and the moving average. Bullish break to the upside here. 2020, retested bottom support. Bullish rally to the upside here. You can see again, we retested bottom support right here. In 2022, bullish rally to the upside. We got very close. We probably were oversold, actually, when we retested this back last week or 2 weeks ago. And here we are starting to see a potential swing back to the upside here. The problem is, are we going to get rejected and are we going to fall lower? You can see here the problem with the way Invesco is trading here is there is a downtrend forming and there is a bottom downtrend as well. You can see something along the lines of this. I'd say something along the lines of this pattern here where there's some sort of descending fractal. I was thinking about drawing something like this, but I don't think it's that accurate. I mean, I could leave it here, but I don't know. Let's see if I delete that. I mean, that does look pretty accurate too. I like to think that that's probably what we're actually dealing with here. So there's a chance we're not coming back to it. We're kind of in the middle of this moving average and we could stagnate further. The problem is you can see where we've been creating these lower lows and lower highs consistently on Invesco. You could see consistent lower lows and lower highs. So these are the bottoms, and every time we go low, we go lower than the previous one, and every time we go high, it's lower than the previous one, which is a problem because that means the next one could see the same thing. You could see the next time we rally up, we could hit this and then fall lower, which is not something I want to see, but it is a possibility that we could see a small movement back up to 294, a small uptick, but then we can fall lower here, which is not necessarily something I want to see happen to these cryptos, but it is a big possibility. And if we fall down here, then I would be certain that we've hit bottom, and these would be a good buying opportunity. And then we'll probably recover after that in the next year or two. Regardless, I hope that's not the case. And the reason I believe that is because if we fall all the way down to this level here, it's going to be a total of, let me just get the percentage drop, the price range drop. It's going to be another 17%, which would be insane. Currently, QQQ has fallen a total of 37%. We're at 31%. To fall 44% is insane. The last time we saw a drop like this, you can see back in 2020 was not nearly as high as that. But if we go to here back in, where is it? Back in 2008, 2009, the last drop that we had was about the same distance, 48%. So the likelihood that we see the same recession-like drop back in 08 and 09, when clearly the markets are really just dealing with overinflation. We're not really dealing with a housing crisis. There's a good chance we can recover from that without retesting the bottom. So I'm hoping that we don't actually do that. I don't think we're going to rally out, but I think we're going to have maybe some resistance here, fill in the gap here, and then maybe we can break out of that. So this is a good buying opportunity. I'd be shocked if we go lower. I really do. And honestly, if we do, it's going to be probably closer to maybe April, maybe March or April of next year. And then we'll have another opportunity, obviously, another year of savings to put more money into dollar cost average. But we're at a very interesting point. If you guys are familiar with QQQ, let me know, but that's really where I see these markets moving to. There's a chance, I think the next run is going to be retesting this, and I'd be shocked if we break through it, but it could be something along the lines of this, actually. Maybe we're going to see a movement here, pull back, and then head up and break through it. Maybe that's what we're looking for, but I'd be very disappointed if we break through this rock solid support because I don't think we're going to see a 40-50% drop like everybody's shilling. It'd be very sad and it'd be a very bad day to have that happen. But I'm getting ready to buy in. I might wait it out actually until we get retest, which might be towards the end of this year. Retesting top resistance here, and we'll go from there. But otherwise, this is a pretty low level to be buying in at regardless. But let me know what you think. Are we heading lower? Are we heading up? Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on those notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.